telling all your followers. That's what they keep telling me. We're telling all hang on, we're telling more followers to join. So they're telling more followers to join. So I'm hoping everybody's getting the memo, you know? Um, so letting asking everybody if they got the memo. Did you get the memo? Did you get the memo? It's funny because I did do a live last night. And in the live last night, I had more people coming in. So it seems like I have more people coming in the evening than I do in the morning. So, yeah. So, yeah. So it's just interesting, interesting, interesting. Um, how it all works and just how information is getting out there. Because it is I should it's hard sometimes in doing these because I'm like, I love going live, like, because that's the way my brain works, you know? Um, my next thing is what I, might be ending up doing is, I guess, recording and then putting it up on Facebook and everything else and doing it that way. Because I'm not sure, like, sometimes it's kinda like a hit and miss on connecting with people, and that's my whole thing is that I really wanna connect with people, I really want to give good creative content, or try to anyways, try to be funny, um, and show up and, being able and showing up all the time. So, I have been putting things up on things like TikTok, things like, of course, YouTube and stuff, but it's looking like either doing the lives later on, in the day and, pre-recording them and then putting them up. I mean, that might be another, way of doing it. Anyways, let's just get into it. Those are my crazy thoughts. So, a couple things. Well, it's it's, the equinox is just gonna be a little bit off, just saying, because we got 5 planets retrograde, and with 5 planets retrograde, it's not gonna bring in the easiest of energies for us to, work with, and I think a lot of people are wanting to I don't know, it's just like they're wanting something magical or a magical wand to come in and appear for everything to happen. Now the sun, of course, is at 29 degrees and will go in at 12:30 12:30 the 12:30 Mountain Standard Time. The sun enters Libra, and that's the beginning of the equinox. So right now we have the moon squaring. The moon is in Capricorn or in Sagittarius, and it's squaring over to the sun. So we have a sun square right now, and the moon is trining. It's trying and trining over to Venus, and that's wanting to give us something, wanting to give us because Venus is forward, but everything is still in its shadow phase. So everything's sort of it's not fully out of the retrograde sort of energy. The only thing is Mars, and Mars is in Libra, thinking that it's justified in doing what it's doing. And that's what you're going to be finding. It's like a lot of justification. I'm justified. I'm right kind of energy that's happening right now. And that can really throw things a little bit crazier, right? Even though we do have Mercury speeding up, Mercury is moving along. It hasn't fully, gotten out of everything, but it's preparing us. And this is where, especially with um, 3 weeks. I got 3 weeks with keep doing everything because we do have a full moon coming up at the end of the month on the 29th, and then we're going to be getting a solar eclipse and on the new moon. So we're going to have a solar lunar eclipse on the and that's going to bring in some a little bit crazy energy right there, and we're going to see a lot of things being done, I'm going to say deceitful things being done, things being deals being had, and we're going to won't be seeing the full implications for it for a few months till after, till it appears. So you're going to find a lot of betrayals and stuff that are going to be kind of seated, especially with this equinox. And the reason being is that we have Mars, South Node, and the Sun all together in Libra. Um, Mars is in detriment, Sun is in the fall position, and it's the South Node. And here we have, Libra is the energy of justice. It is the fall equinox, right? So when we look at it, it is the glyph of Libra is the setting sun, right? So you have the line down below, and then you have a little bloop. And so we're looking at things setting. So that's why I'm doing so many of my things, like the 7 readings, 7 moon readings left for the rest of the year. I have that going on, and I am wanting to see who is interested in coming in and wanting to gather for um a Mabon celebration tomorrow, and who would like to join me. And the Mabon celebration is going to be where we are going to work on our creative expression. We're going to be doing, setting intentions. We are going to have a little meditation with that, setting intentions, doing some little bit of creativeness with journaling and reflection, bringing in a little bit of, if you want to bring in some art or coloring and things along that line, group discussions. What is it that we've been harvesting, and our blessings and gratitude with that all. I'm going to have a little bit of a worksheet, and the worksheet is going to have where we do our writing on it, some questions, proactive questions to get you to think about what it is that you are wanting to create. What is it that you're wanting to do? Now, I'm thinking of doing that tomorrow evening. I know, not in the day, but tomorrow evening, and putting that out there if anybody is interested in joining me in doing that. Now, I was going to put a cost of $25 on it for anybody who wants to join. You can let me know if you're interested in joining me for Mabon's celebration, and it's going to be online. Unfortunately, I don't have a facility to have it here in Calgary and have people gather here in Calgary, so it's going to be online. So stay strong. I know things are going to get really crazy and nutty. You're going to find people feeling very justified in doing what they're going to do. We have the Pluto exact to the United States natal chart on Sunday, and that's going to trigger off a lot of foundational things that you're going to see being played out in the world. And for us, it is about staying within our light and staying strong within our light and understanding the bigger picture of everything. So, that's the whole thing. Hey, Shar, I'm just going to pull the cards, and then I'm going to be tootling off. Not too many people joined today, and that's why one of the things is that I'm trying to figure out what is a good time for people to join when I'm doing these scopes, because it's like it's better that I pre-record them and then put them up than doing a live. Because if I'm not getting anybody on the lives, I'm still going to chat, talking to myself, but I could do that by pre-recording it and record it and then put it up. So that's what I'm going to be. I think I'm going to start doing, and just pre-recording it and putting it up for people and doing it that way. So I was mentioning about doing a Mabon celebration tomorrow evening, and I went briefly over the outline of what we will be doing, and going from there. So yeah, you got here, Shar. You got here. That's awesome. Thank you for joining. But it's like last night I had like 15 people on, which is, for me pretty good. It's not like hundreds of people, but you would think. There we go. What do we got here? We got a couple cards and they just came flying out. We got the Arrow Master hitting the mark in intention, detachment. Oh, that makes sense. And the Hawk, uh, spirit communications, paying attention. So we got, staying on your mark. It's that Sag energy. So the moon in Sagittarius, you're shooting, you know what your mark is, but you got to detach on once you let it go. You can't try and hang on to the arrow and say, it's got to go here. I want it to go this way. So it's not going to look the way that you really want it to look like. And this is like listening, paying attention to where spirit is guiding you. It is really physical and logical and not attachment. So really not attaching to what the outcome is that you are wanting. It's about staying in with your flow and not to trip out. And that's so important, especially, with Saturn being in uh Pisces, is like you don't want to attach to things. Like it's very, that's what he's having a hard time. He can't attach to anything. He's in the ether. He's got his boundaries. He's retrograde right now, but you can't really hang on to anything specific. If you do, you're going to find that it's not going to work into your favor. Oh, we got two cards here. And we have, if you need assistance, you know, assistance and control. Like, what are you trying to control? Look at how he's like with that horse. Like, that's so gnarly. I've never had that card in this deck. Like, I've had this deck for a long time, but I've never had that card. That's an interesting card because it's like almost where the horse is kneeling there, but there is that control with it. The Horse King always comes to lead you, the power to go the distance, forging ahead whatever the weather. You will most certainly reach your perfect destination with this noble ally. You aren't meant to go this part of the journey alone. So currently you are magnetic to powerful people who are in a position to help make your dreams come true. So there's people out there that are willing to help you. So you got to detach from it and allow for people to come in and help to give you that guidance. And then coming into the Lady of the Lightning. So the Lady of the Lightning is the one that's, it's a total shift. There's a total shift of energy that's coming in. And I can feel it, with the equinox being tomorrow. There is a total shift, but it's not what everybody's thinking it's going to be. Like seeing these freaking TikToks and people like, oh, la, 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 freaking out. It's the equinox. It's the 23rd. It is a magical number. The earth is tilted at 23 degrees. 23 is it's a very profound number. So people grab onto it, but it is the equinox. And we do have 5 planets retrograde. The only planet that's not in its shadow is Mars. So it's looking at, how can I stay true to who I am? How can I still focus on what is working in my life and work with it and not try to get too ego in it and try to get overthinking of it, and know that, when you're detached and paying attention to the divine, they're going to help and lead you to bringing forth that assistance that you want. And it's going to bring in that paradigm shift, and it's going to be shocking and surprising because it's not what you are exactly expecting, right? If you're expecting a certain outcome for something and it's got to be this way because you're trying to control it, you're going to be very sorry. If you're trying to rekindle something that came from the past, you're going to be sorry because it's going to shoot you in the foot. This is where it's like, no, I got to continue working on the things that I know I need to work on, and creating the substance that I really want to create, and forging on that, then trying to, I guess, look for the magical whatever to come and save me, come and, this looks better over here. This is a quicker fix over here. When it's not really a quicker fix, it's just going to get you into more chaos and more craziness. So, there you guys all go. You all have a fabulous, fabulous day, and may the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless you in all that you say and all that you do. Have a great one, and we will talk to you all later. Bye, everyone.